dumbbells or whatever?
No, he did not get surgery for it, Melon. He just, I guess, like, I don't know. It eventually just, like, whatever, maybe popped it back into place. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Like, so I just know that, like, something kind of, like, popped in his lower back, and then it was just kind of, like, excruciatingly painful. So, yeah, no surgery. Yeah, maybe it was, like, one of them that just kind of... Yep. Nope. No. No, it was from deadlifts. So he hurt his back doing deadlifts. I almost got a hernia from deadlifts. Now, like, I'm not gonna like tell people to stay away from squats and deadlifts, you know, because they're really good for your, because they're really good, like, composite lifts, aka they recruit a lot of different muscles. I would just make sure that when you do them, especially if you're first starting to do them, really look up videos on how to do the form and keep it at a light weight, and then you could slowly build up. But I would not really recommend doing, like, maxes all the time. Like, I would not recommend, like, doing something where you're straining to lift the weight. So maxes is when you just do the exercise like one rep, basically. So my max on bench back then was 170 pounds. So I worked my way up to that, and then I benched it one time, and then you're done. You don't do anything else. You go into the next exercise.
Yeah.
Or if you make that
Hey, like,
what's up?
Where do I need to go to get fitted?
Oh, yes. It's let me see if I can send the Dawson Richards Tuck Shop. So if you check in the Tri-City local events and you just, like, scroll up a tiny bit, you'll see the
I see.
Yeah. That should be enough information. They are Dawson Richards Tuck. They are open today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Thursday and Friday, they're open from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday, they're from 10 to 3. So sometime within that time frame. Supposedly, they're pretty quick, like almost like in and out kind of a thing. And then you get your tuck. You pay for your whatever it is, vest, tux. I haven't seen it yet.
Rental.
Then, yeah. And yeah, Melon, it's just like that's what a max is. It's just one. It's one rep, and then you're done. That's just, yeah, one lift. Because that's, like, basically when you do that and then you try and do it again, like, you won't actually have enough energy. Like, you may not feel like it. Maybe like, oh, I feel like I got about the same amount of energy. Like, you actually won't be able to do that max even if you wait like 5 minutes again, most likely. If you're 150 pounds, honestly, it depends on if you're starting out. I would see, are you talking about deadlifts or squats?
Or bench.
Or bench, yeah. Okay, so deadlifts. I would start out with just the bar at first. Look up videos on how to do the form and work on the form. And then you could add 25 pounds on there, like on either end. Personally, I feel like deadlifts, like it feels better when like the form feels better when you get to like a little bit heavier weight. Like the lighter weight doesn't really feel good. Um, like in the sense of like
There's no
pulling it and doing the form.
resistance.
Yeah, there's like no resistance, but it's good to at least practice the form. Um, but yeah, I would just look up some short videos or something like that to how to do the form, the proper, all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. And
Usually you
then,
can lift
mhm.
a little bit, well, for males anyway, but for females might be a bit more. You could lift a little bit more than your bench.
Yeah, yeah, deadlifts. I feel like deadlifts are easier personally, like at a heavier weight than squats are. Like I could do more, but everybody's different. Like each person can have their
You
own lift that they're
you
good
could do
at.
more than your
So
bench?
no, 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 I can't do more than. Oh, so deadlifts I could do more than my
Yes, it's
bench.
over.
That's
Squats,
crazy.
yeah. Well, my old deadlifts. So I have not done maxes since. My old deadlift was 295, and my old bench was 170.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I was actually
That
benching more than my body weight, which is really crazy for a female.
yeah,
Like
that's
even
that's a
hitting
lot. That's a lot.
like even hitting a plate for a female, that's an achievement right there. It took me so long to be able to do that. Yeah, it's wild. I have too many injuries, man. No. I'm not like I used to be in the gym, but I am still strong. Like I'm just dense. I'm a dense person, muscle wise. Cody, shut up. You said
And there was a joke there. I didn't want to say it.
no, like I'm 160 pounds and I do not look like I'm 160. Actually, I'm like slightly less now because I'm cutting. I've been working on it, but we went out to celebrate yesterday, so I'm a little more like 160 now. But yeah, so I would just start at a lighter weight, maybe like 25 pounds on either end or like a plate on either end. Um, just like whatever feels good while you get the form down. And I would do that for um 2-3 weeks or something like that at like a light weight, just so your muscles can also get used to it and get a muscle memory down. And then you could start increasing. There's like this whole thing. You have the bar in front of you and you do about a shoulder width stance, maybe toes slightly out. You keep the bar like directly on your shins basically, pressed up against your shins. And it's different than a squat. So you're not squatting down, you're like hinging your hips. And then as and before like you start lifting, you got to like pull the tension out of the bar, which you can find videos about talking about that. And you take a
Lift with
deep
your
breath.
legs.
Yep, take a
Lift with
deep
your
breath,
legs.
tighten your core, and then you lift the weight and you like squeeze your butt cheeks and all that kind of stuff to like push forward, and then you stand up and then you hinge yourself back down. It's this whole kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's once you get used to it, once you get the muscle memory down, like it's actually, pretty simple. It's just when you start getting tired
Yeah.
and you're
You
wanting
know,
to do your reps and get it in for that.
proper moving furniture and stuff, and they tell you use your legs. It's almost exactly that motion, almost. with a few extra steps. Engage your legs, engage your core, and it's almost exactly like that. Almost. Get as close to your body as you can. I met one guy that was a little bit crazy. He would basically scrape the bar up his shins every time he
Yep.
lifted it.
That's what you do. You literally like it's gonna be like kind of uncomfortable, but you want it as close to your shins as you possibly can. I think it's kind of like you're stacking weight on top of each other, kind of a deal, and it's just like I don't know, like maybe like a center of gravity kind of thing too. Because if you don't do that and the bar is like in front of you, then you'll like move forward. It could affect your form. I don't know all of the intricacies, but
Sure, but I don't do that. I don't push myself to a weight to where I can't manage that.
well, it's always good to just like make sure you have the form at any weight. Because
Yeah,
if something ever
but
does
yeah.
happen, then like,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just decreases the chance.
I get it, but I don't want to have exposed red shins from my skin peeling off like the other guy.
Okay,
I'm
well
good.
that guy sounds like he's like freaking putting razor blades on the bar and just
Well,
like
it was just a lot of weight, and he was just pushing that force onto his shin, and it was just, what the fuck are you doing, man? There's a balance. There is a
Mhm.
balance. It's hard to say. You just gotta do it, and then with just practice doing it with some light weights with a little bit of resistance until you find what is the most comfortable with your body that doesn't cause pain or strain, and really pay attention and look up proper form.
There's also things too where you could wear like taller socks.
Yeah, taller socks or shin guards I've even seen. But yeah. It's very similar to emotion. Like Ozzy. It's very similar to moving form. Very similar.
Would you say that it's risky? What, Melon? Like, I'm sorry. I know I saw that earlier, but my brain didn't register to respond.
It's as risky. It's probably deadlifts are
Um,
probably more risky than furniture and chairs and
it all
couches.
depends on how heavy the furniture is and how awkward it is for you.
Yeah, most time when you're lifting furniture, you're not trying to lift the maximum amount of weight you can possibly handle.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
furniture is I
You're
feel
not
like usually pretty light. It's just
yeah.
awkward at times.
Yeah. You're not pushing your body to its absolute limits. But yeah, you should only I would say there's two different types of muscles as well. There's like actual strength in muscles, and then there's muscles that are there to look good. Usually the gym, you could power out like an hour, hour and a half workout, especially if it's like a superset or something, and you would look amazing. But if you want actual real strength, you'd be like a farmer or a moving hand or a blue collar, to where they're literally technically just moving and lifting for 8 hours straight. Even though they might not look the part, they're fucking strong as shit. Chin-ups, yeah. Yeah. One day I wanna get so fit, I wanna be able to do a Superman. I've
I
never been
don't.
able to do a Superman.
My even though my bench is really good, I actually like have a really hard time doing any sort of pull up. Like, it's really difficult for me. I could probably get,
Yeah.
like,
Oh man.
1 to 2 really ugly looking pull-ups in. Chin-ups are probably
Well, it's
they
a
might
different
look a little
muscle.
nicer. Like, if it's, are you talking about like ones where like you flip your hands to where the palms are facing you? Because those ones use more of your biceps.
Yeah.
So
If
like
you
those probably wouldn't look as ugly.
Yeah, if you have your knuckles facing towards you, it's a lot more your back. It's a lot of back.
Yeah. Are you gonna stop zipping?
But yeah, chin-ups, completely different muscle than bench or deadlift. You're just using different muscles, so it's hard to train for them.
Do it. No.
But one day I want to be able to do a Superman. One day. If I can do one Superman, I'll be happy.
The only thing I super when when you're laying on your belly and then you like lift your front and like you lift your arms and legs up. But I'm guessing that you're probably thinking of a different one than that.
It's like a pull. It's like a chin up, except you pull your entire front upper body above the bar, and then you do a push up on the bar.
Oh, okay.
I believe they're called Supermans. Yeah. So it's like a super pull up.
Super pull up.
Which are significantly harder than a normal pull up.
I'm telling you, Colton, if you do a cut and you work out and you get your protein in, you'll be a fucking monster. Because the benefits of like you essentially have been bulking this entire time. Essentially.
Basically, yeah.
And so you have like when you're cutting, you have all that energy that and like nutrients basically that you can use to fuel like creating muscle. Like that's something that people after like if they're already small have a tough time doing because they don't have all that.
It's tough when you're smaller. I would say it's significantly tougher if you're trying to go from skinny to bigger than it is to bigger to skinnier.
Yeah, because you just have all that to use, all that energy and everything to use, and you know,
where do I go?
you just like you probably already have.
Just kill the thing, Jeremy.
It didn't let me hit it before.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to shoot these balls at it. And it's not doing damage.
Oh, you're right. I guess you have to go down and then across.
I do.
Anyway, sorry, Haley.
It's okay. My brain fudged, and so now I'm just doing an email right now. I guess just the sum of it all is you'd be a tank. You'd be Hank the Tank.
Hank the Tank's coming through. Yeah.
I was expecting to get hit.
Colton has some beefy forearms. I don't know how strong he actually is, but like...
I actually don't know how strong I am either. It's been a hot second.
Yeah, I don't think he's done maxes or anything like that. Or at least in a long time. I don't know what they are. But like I could see him being like super fucking strong. Especially like when he like if he decides to do a cut.
No, you gotta go down. There you go.
And everything. Like his forearms are big, his hands are big. Like I don't know what his. I wonder what his strongest lift would be. I feel like. I don't know. I'm curious.
I think it's squat.
Would be bench, you'd say?
A squat. I think squat is the most weight I could lift.
Well, okay. So when I say
you mean by strongest? You mean by okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like basically comparatively to other people, like in your body weight class, kind of a thing. Or comparatively to other people. Cody says it's your bench.
Idea.
Probably your bench.
I have no idea. I really have no idea what that would be.
Yeah. Cool. Cody does say you also got like a good back. You have good, like good looking back muscles. I feel like, personally, I feel like, but I know you have had back issues. That'd be the only thing that makes my brain question on if deadlifts would be your strongest one.
Well, it turns out it wasn't back issues. It was like some. Well, one, it was neck. It actually was neck, and it affected my back. But it's fine now. I'm fine now.
Okay, because I personally continue.
It wasn't a physical thing either. It was like a nerve.
Yeah.
Well, it was a physical thing, but you know what I mean. It's not an actual physical. It's not a muscle. It's not like a part or not a spine or the thing in between your spinal columns.
Okay. But yeah, personally, I feel like yours would be deadlift. But I'd have to see. Like you just seem like on your back, your forearm strength, your grip strength is probably really strong too.
Grip.
So I could just see that.
I could see that too, honestly.
Yeah, my brother Cody's, I think his strongest lift is squats. So.
Interesting.
Like he could do just 4 or 5 plates or whatever at a time. It's pretty crazy.
He's a bit shorter in the legs, right? Like comparatively to his body.
Maybe. What? Yeah. I know that we have some pretty strong legs in our family, so that's probably it. I did not get that though, in the sense. My squats are probably limited.
Why did it break the first time and now it's not breaking?
I have like an old injury that like made me not really want to do squats for a long time. Where it's like, so I from softball it's again my ego. I was like trying to show how flexible I was, and I was like trying to like stretch or something, and then I like freaking not tore a muscle, but like pulled a muscle in my groin.
Oh, the groin!
Just like
the groin pull. That's the worst. Oh.
So like, so I had that.
Tight.
But as long as like I keep things like strong. Like, I work things out. I don't really feel it, but every now and then I might tweak it, and then it sucks.
Oh. It's completely ground.
When I start going to higher weight on squats, like towards my max, I have this fucking old tailbone injury that happened after I took a shower. And I stepped out of the shower, and there was one fucking water droplet on the ground, and I hit that, and I went flying and landed on my tailbone. I'm pretty certain I cracked my goddamn tailbone, because that hurt for like 2 to 3 months. That thing was painful, and I had to do, like sit-ups on hardwood floor in PE class. That hurt.
Yeah, you probably broke that.
So
Jesus Christ.
that was in middle school. That was like 6th or 7th grade when I did that. So I was like 11 or 12 years old when I did that one. And then the groin injury was when, let me think, maybe my sophomore year in high school. I don't think it was my junior. But yeah, so that, let's see. Oh God, how old are you when you're a sophomore? 15 or 16? And so that's
Sophomore,
like,
you usually graduate when you're 18, so yeah, probably 16.
so yeah, like 9 years ago. No, somewhere around there. Somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah, 9 or 10 years ago.
So yeah, that stuff still affects me. Like it's weird because when I like go down to squat with the heavier weights, like closer to my max, there's times where like I feel like my tailbone is just like, I don't know, there's like a lot of pressure on it and it just doesn't like, I don't know how to really describe it, but it just doesn't feel right and it doesn't allow me to lift more. And honestly, at this point, I'm just like, that's probably a sign that some big thing is building up and all of a sudden I'm going to like rip my hip bone in half. I don't know. Just going to snap it in half. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, I know. So they're making me queasy. Yeah, so I have like a lot of like little injuries that I've had. I also have one that I don't even remember when this exactly happened because I didn't feel it until that night after I got
it's just
home.
our secret.
I think I was like doing back and I was like doing some sort of row. And after I went to the gym, I went to school, did all my schooling, like college and that stuff. Then I came back home and then that night, like it was like, I think underneath my left armpit or something like that was aching. And it was like painful and it felt like, I don't know if anything was like seeming like it was like popping or some shit, but like something would happen. I'm like, I didn't feel this at all while I was at the gym or while I was at school. So I have that where like it's now kind of like scar tissue. So like I could feel it when it's like being stretched and I'm like, so I gotta like be careful because sometimes it feels like if I lift too much wrong or something like that, I could basically hurt it again. Yeah, I got a lot of little injuries on top of my 3 broken bones that I've had in my life.
Eugh.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've got a broken bone for both my brothers and from myself, so they've never had broken bones.
Huh.
All
Haley's
of my
battle-ridden. A warrior.
I know, right? All of my bones that were broken have been on my right side. How many bones you broken, like an x-ray check? When I say I've broken 3 bones, like those are actual ones where we've been to the doctor. The tailbone, I didn't go to the doctor for that. My assumption is that I cracked it or something because there's no way that something like that would be painful for 2 to 3 months. And that's typically how long a broken bone takes or something like that kind of takes. I've broken my right wrist when I was little because of my brothers. I say it's because of my brothers because we were jumping on the trampoline when I was in elementary school or pre-elementary, and we were playing crack the egg, and I was the egg, and they decided to like jump at the same time and fly me to the air, send me to the moon, essentially. And
send me to the moon.
Well, that's how you play the game.
They fucking Cody's like, you should have cracked. Thanks, Cody. He's like, that's a you problem.
Fell off a wall.
Like, Well, I didn't want it's like part of the game, Cody. You don't crack. Okay? Anyways, I don't want to listen to it. I'm gonna ignore him. They're just playing the game. You have to kill me. You have to kill me if you want me to crack. Shut up. It's everyone else's fault, Cody. It's everyone else's fault. No, I say I like to say that it's their fault. Okay. Anyways, they sent me to the moon. My trajectory was off of the moon. And basically when I came down from the moon,
back to Earth.
when I came back tumbling to Earth, my pathway was over the top of the metal rim of the trampoline, and I landed on my elbow.
You didn't take into consideration the rotational force of the Earth.
I bet you were still holding egg form. Cody, I was not. I freaked out as soon as I'm like, oh shit, this is high. No.
I should calculate that at some point just so I could make that joke and know exactly what the rotational force of the Earth is.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, yeah. And then they didn't take me in until like the next day because they didn't know it was broken until I was like basically crying all night. So there's that. Broke my right elbow and shut up, Cody. And then in middle school, so like basically elementary school, middle school, and high school, I got a broken bone for each of them. In middle school, in middle school, we were in PE class outside. I say we. I was in PE class with like all the people. We were outside playing sharks and minnows. And I was a minnow. And so I'm not sure if you know sharks and minnows, but like you basically got to like run away from the sharks, and there's like a safe zone at the end.
I forgot about that game.
And then like you're protected, and like when the sharks tag you, you transform from a minnow to a shark, and then you basically like keep going until there's like no more minnows left, and then you got to like run to the other side to the safe zone and all that kind of stuff. It's like a pacer test, but game form.
Yeah.
Cody's like, really fun game. We should play it with a group. Honestly, he's serious about that one. Okay. Anyways, I was a minnow. I was backpedaling, because I thought I was cool.
Advanced technique.
There was a shark coming at me. A human child coming at me. And then my brothers came out of nowhere and snapped my wrist. No. No. Fuck. Why? No. Basically, they were advancing on me as I was backpedaling, and so I went to like turn so I could start like actually running forward to get to the safe zone, and then I tripped and I put my hands out behind me, and that's when I broke my wrist. Yeah, that was the shark's fault. And then the last one, I swear to God, if I have another broken bone in my life, that would suck. I would not be happy. Last one was when I was in high school, and this is my most famous one out of all of them. Out of all the ones, this is what I'm known for. Melon, I hope you're prepared. I'm surprised if you haven't heard this one, Melon, already. This one was when I was a junior. I'm queasy enough. I'm prepared. This one was when I was a junior in high school, and I decided to do wrestling. This is the only year that I did wrestling. Never again, never beforehand. Junior year in high school. And I was doing really well. Like I ended up being like 30-something wins to like 7, 8 losses. Like I was really good because I'm a dense motherfucker, Melon. Anyways,
motherfucker.
What ended up happening though was so there's like there's qualification rounds to compete into state. So there's like there was like a tournament that qualified you to go to regionals, and then in regionals, you had to be the top 3 to go to state. So I was in the regionals championship round competing for first place. And I was up against this chick that she was essentially my rival. And I say this because she was like one of the first people that I wrestled against, and she palmed the fuck out of your face. Like, she would palm your nose and smash your nose into your face. That was like the first thing she did to me.
Ooh,
And
bitch.
I knew, yeah, I know. Fucking bitch. Okay.
You're on, bitch. You're dead.
I know.
You're fucking... that would piss me off so much.
Yeah. Most of my losses were from her because I think I went up against her maybe like 3 or so times. But each time I was getting closer to beating her. So then the regionals championship round with her, me and her, we started off, and okay, she had been wrestling a good chunk of her life. Like, she's experienced. Me, I knew, like, so in wrestling, not sure if you know about wrestling stuff, there is neutral stance where you guys are both standing. There is a top stance where, like, say the opponent is on the ground on all fours, and then the person, like say me, is on top of them, and then there's bot stance where it's reversed. So we were in neutral stance, and we started, and I actually did really well. I actually was able to get her on the ground, but however, my knowledge of wrestling was still low. I didn't know how to lock her legs up and therefore be able to pin her. Because she ended up pushing herself out of the ring, and when you do that, the match is called, and then is like basically kind of like reset. So anyways, after she pushed herself out of the ring, her coach like basically screamed at her, like, "What are you doing?" Put in a whole bunch of adrenaline into her, like probably gave her some cocaine too on the side, I don't know. And then we got back into the match. And, like, as soon as, like, you know, the start whatever it is, go, wrestle, happens, she ended up, like, I just remember, like, my right elbow being grabbed, and then I was in the air, upside down, and then I landed square, like, almost square on my back, lost all my breath, but I felt a pop happen. It wasn't square on my back. I landed more on my right shoulder area.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I felt a pop in my right collarbone. And then it was a tingling sensation that went all the way from my shoulder down the back of my arm to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, my hand ended up being swollen. I had bruises along the side of the arm. I had bruises along the right side of my face, and my collarbone was broken from that. So that's what I'm known for, is that. And then yeah, because like I like to bring up that story, or like my family likes to bring up that story. And then yeah, so because I ended up being in second place, I did make it to state. I made it to state wrestling my first and only year that I did wrestling. Yeah. I would not have, even if I didn't break my collarbone, I would not have wanted to wrestle the next year, though. It was terrible. I hated I hate how they try and train you in wrestling. They make you want to starve yourself and everything. And then the girls are mean. Except this one really smelly girl. That was nice. No, she was smelly. Like, you could smell her locker.
You're nice.
She was the only nice one. It was terrible. Like, how much that they would do that. Like,
I went to school with a guy that smelled like cannabis.
Ugh.
Cannabis? Well, that makes
Cat
sense.
piss.
Oh.
His His cat's
That makes
peeing
sense
in
too.
his shoes.
That makes
Yeah.
sense too. Yeah.
Do I still get pains
And
from
he'd still
that?
wear them.
You know, for a while after I broke it, and then once it was like, I think after the 2-month mark, I started trying to like go to the gym or like do light stuff or something like that. For like a year or two, I feel like.
Why is that so tight?
At least a year.
Motherfucker.
I felt like
Welcome to
when I would
platformers.
do like safe chest flies or something like that, like I could feel it shifting, but it wouldn't hurt. I could just feel my collarbone like moving. And you could actually visibly see, like if I like say took my shirt off, you could actually see which one was broken because there was a knob, because of it was like a bunch of calcium was there, like a knob on my collarbone. It was just big round thing just because it repaired itself and that's what it was. That's how it looked. Now it's not as noticeable. And now I don't feel the shifting. If I do, then it's like very rare, like very, very rare. And then that's when I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing whatever that was that caused that. But yeah, no, I don't feel that anymore. Like I could feel pressure on it sometimes when I am benching, which I think bench is the next thing that I'm gonna start decreasing my weight on. Because my ego is still there and it's hard to beat it down. But I don't want to have any more injuries. Yeah, because all these injuries are gonna affect me when I'm older. Like what helps is that I do still plan on working out when I'm older, even if it's light or whatever, still moving, still being active. Because
Doesn't that make you hungry, Melon? All these stories. Get some chicken and rice. Actually, I'm gonna get some rice.
Yep. Jeff, it's not a you, it's a me.
Oh my gosh. I'm at it.
It's definitely have dropped.
I'm probably screwed, aren't I? Mm-hmm. Oh.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Rice, make some rice. All right. Yeah, fun fact. Mm-hmm. The creator of this game created Boshi. Oh, so I want to be a little bit nicer. Huh.
Oh.
And because it's a paid game. Yeah, okay.
There we go.
Oh, you caught up with the Melon Ray drama, Jeremy?
Melon what drama?
Melon and Ray drama from
No.
like last night. Oh god. Basically, I'll get you caught up. You know how you know how Ray despises Melon right now for making him play I Want to Be the Guy,
Yeah.
right? Melon does not want that grudge from Ray. Wants that grudge to stop.
Okay.
So the deal is now if he wants to, he doesn't have to play a game at all to beat the melon challenge. Just stop. It's just not good. Just you're fine. As long as the rest of us beat the melon challenge, you're fine. He doesn't want to accept that.
Of course, Ray doesn't want to accept that.
He does not like that. So he says, nope, not gonna accept that. And okay. The conversation then led to, all right, Melon will get you a game. And
I wasn't.
Melon gave 3 choices. Were you there for that?
No.
Okay. It was like last night. Melon gave 3 choices. And before Melon could even say the choices out, Ray says, I want the most expensive one. Because of course he would say that, because he has a deep... So she said XCOM. Well, Ray already owns XCOM, so he says, I want the second most expensive one then. So Melon got... What is that fucking game called? Melon got Celeste for Ray. $20. That was the second most expensive game. And if he wants, he could do, I think they're called B and C tape endings in the game. Theoretically, it takes anywhere from 9 to 14 hours to complete that. So I was like, okay, that sounds reasonable enough. And so far, the story is right now, Ray did not acknowledge that Melon got the game for him right now. And he's still playing I Want to be the guy.
Okay.
So it's up to Ray whether he wants to play Celeste, play I Want to be the guy, or don't play a game at all. So I don't know what to do. I messaged Ray along with the CD key, and Ray says, okay, back to I Want to be the guy. Okay. Okay. So Ray wants to hold this, like, deep vengeance over Melon's head now. So the reason why is Ray says, well, if he changes games, Melon's going to backpedal. That's his biggest argument right now.
Melon has been known to backpedal, though.
True, but I don't see a point in wasting and sinking more time into a game you despise.
Yeah.
Before, at least let's wait for Melon to backpedal in the first place, and if she does pull some ratty, scummy behavior like that, then you could go back to beat I Want to be a guy. Then you have, the ultimate fuck you card, right? Why are you beating it now before the backpedal even happened? That's my argument.
Because if Ray switches it up now, then he's had to play 2 games for Melon.
Or don't play a game at all.
Yeah, he was given the option, I guess.
He still has the option.
Oh my gosh.
Just stop. You could do that too. You could just stop.
I mean, that's pretty much what it came down to with, I guess, Jump King for me was, this is a game I know I'm going to end up hating.
So that's the idea behind Celeste, is like maybe he'll enjoy Celeste. It's a stupid popular platformer, and he might actually enjoy that game. If you are going to play a game, at least play a game that you're going to have fun with, right?
Yeah.
So I really don't know why he still wants to hold a grudge over Melon now. The last argument he made is, now you're going to say all the time I put into this game is now wasted? It's better than... And now he's getting sunken cost fallacy. Like, I already put so much time into it, I got to beat it. It's like, no, just stop. Don't sink any more time into it. You're going to waste even more time by putting more time into it. So now you're caught up on the drama. And we're still waiting to see what Ray does. But it sounds like he's going to stick to his original plan and guns and try to beat I Want to Be the Guy. And wants to purposely troll Melon for the rest of his existence in hatred. Yeah. It's like, why? Why do this, man? The world doesn't need to be hate. Especially on the hypothetical that Melon is going to do this when she hasn't done it yet. And I get it, she has done it in the past, but how long ago was that? And we shouldn't be basing it on the hypothetical that she will do this.
Definitely gonna need to go.
But there you go. There you go. What do you think, Jeremy? What do you think is going to be the outcomes of this?
Oh, jeez. Fuck.
Oh, jeez.
I think I'm too worried about my own game right now.
Fair enough. You
To
can't
care.
talk and play at the same time.
Not so well on platformers.
Okay. You do your thing then.
I don't think that we can convince Ray otherwise. So.
I don't think so either. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't think he's going to have the ammo to say with the rest of the group, because that's the other thing he's trying to do right now, is he's trying to make it so nobody else can make him, the rest of the group should not feel bad for what he's about to do to Melon. That's the other case he's trying to make right now. It's like, no, she's giving you many outs. Many outs.
Yeah.
I think we will feel bad if it's like a really bad troll. But I don't know how bad Ray's trolls are either, but I've never seen him this vindictive before either, so it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds.
I did not pay attention to what the map was doing there. Oh no, I need to jump up to
Yeah.
her. Fuck.
He's an interesting character. He does not like backing down from a challenge.
Try to go too early because I don't want the fly to catch up to me.
Whatever. I think
Okay,
you'll.
fine.
I think you'll be fine, Melon. I think you'll be fine. Even with Ray wanting to torture you.
My only thing is, Melon better stay unmuted. Or else I may never play a game with Melon again.
I don't think you're going to be able to pull that off. I think Ray's going to try to follow you out. FTK. Oh, final. Wait, what? What's FTK?
I mean, we don't have to.
Oh, for the king. For the king, 1 or 2?
Fuck!
For the
Hey.
king 1. Okay. I mean, yeah. It's up to you, Melon, what you want to do. What the fuck?
That was just to show Ronnie my true colors. Over how much Melon can piss someone off.
What? Oh, for the king?
Play for the king.
Yeah, well, yeah, Melon's a troll, but it's pretty much fairly and good fun. It's fun to laugh about. Or Melon literally has something mentally wrong, but...
Well, we've been told Melon's mental problems now. Man, part of me is still salty about what Cody got as a gay.
Rogue Legacy, too?
Yeah.
You're fine, though, but you're a true gamer. Think of it this way. Cody's, like, rarely ever on the Discord. He needs a game he could be quick at beating. Or else this challenge is never going to get over with. Think of it that way.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. I mean, yes, it's.
Because otherwise, we're going to be waiting here for fucking ever for Cody to finish his game. But I understand where you're coming from, too, at the same time.
This wheel is so hard to fucking deal with.
So hard to fucking deal with. But that's also kind of why I'm trying to beat Spelunky 2 as quickly as possible before I go back to work.
Oh my gosh. Just kill me. Took way too much damage there.
Mm-mm-mm. That rock. Those rocks are brutal.
She's never hit me there before. Some normal wings. Actually, I'll put Iris wings on.
Mm-mm. Oh, you did it! Nice.
Yeah. I have 2 caves to choose from.
I wonder.
I'm just gonna.
It's interesting how all the games Melon has chosen are all like I want to be the guy or I want to be the Boshi or some sort of similar esque continuation of it.
Oh, this is the village.
How much longer does he have, Melon? What would you say? What percentage is Jeremy at finishing the game?
Into the game, I'm 18%. And
There's no way that's accurate. Is that really accurate?
It
Like actually
updates-
like finishing
It
the
seems
game
to
or like
update when I kill a boss.
well, is it like a completionist percentage or are we talking about like the whole game? Because once you beat in this game, Melon, how much of a percentage did you have left? So you had 100% when you beat the game? Like no alternative endings or anything like that? Okay, well, I don't have to worry about Jeremy getting the game done before me, at least. Fucking A. I'll probably get Spelunky done first then. I'm already on stage 3.
Fucking bitch.
How long is Spelunky, Melon? What percentage am I at? Huh? Wow, that rock trajectory throw is crazy. You can't say? Alright, fine. Because in Rogue Legacy, it's easy. You got 1, 2, 3, like 4 biomes that you need to get. You got 3 biomes you have to get done, and then the final boss area, and you're done with the game. So I wonder if I am close or not. Oh man, I want to look up how much farther I have so bad, but that goes against the rules. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this feels hard.
All you gotta do is flutter. Oop.
I know, but last time I tried, I fluttered a little too low.
Ah, interesting.
I pressed it a little too low again.
Ooh, that is a tough jump indeed.
I even started fluttering that time. You heard it.
Yeah, it's just a one shot on those spikes. Oh my god,
Yes.
that's brutal. How do you guys feel about second Mel games? This was
Oh god. What? So
What?
every year we have to prove ourselves to get you to like unmute, or else you're gonna be back to being muted.
Nah. It would be a separate reward, right? Like what reward will we get for completing?
It's
the
like a
Mel
holiday.
games? I'm okay with it if the reward is good enough. Give me reward.
Fucking rock bitch.
I'm okay with it if the reward's a good enough incentive. No.
What the hell?
I don't have any ideas. What do you have to offer me? Where are the goods? Where are the goods? Put the goods in the bag.
Buy me a stripper, Melon.
There we go.
Just kidding.
Gosh.
I would be really uncomfortable with that.
Female
I would
or
be
male, Haley?
Either. I would be extremely uncomfortable.
They just play Uno. How's your night going?
Yeah, they just
Well, she's just wearing stripper outfit.
I'm like, oh god, I hope it's like strip poker, but I'm like, oh no, please don't lose. I don't want us
That's the way to get better.
either to lose. Keep our clothes on. Can we like put more clothes on? The reverse stripper poker. We put on a jacket. We put on socks.
Haven't people hired strippers to like be DM for D&D campaigns before?
That would be hilarious. That would be so hilarious and so expensive if you're charging by the hour.
Okay, let's see what I
And if everyone completes their game, each would get a bonus reward, not by the house. They're
Oh, what? There's...
What?
I've been dodging fire on the ground and didn't even notice it.
they're a set hour. What, the strippers?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, strippers charge by the hour, I think.
Oh, it's so windy.
It's so windy in here.
Email through our sinus. Okay. Okay.
This one's hard.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. I was born in the year 1901.
What the hell? 90 damage!
Oh, what would the reward be, though, Melon?
Money.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was saying it was money, and then if everyone completes their game, each will get a bonus reward on top of the reward.
Oh, cool. I don't need money. I'm good.
Team gift cards.
No.
I mean,
Pass.
you could use the money to buy games.
Pass.
I like money, Melon.
Nope. Pass. Not worth the time investment.
Well,
I get more by my normal job than I do by paying by the Melon job.
Yeah, the amount of hours I had to sink in would not be
Oh.
worth it.
you know, when you put it like that, even if you're getting paid $10 an hour, like if we spend like 10 hours trying to beat the game, like that's
For $10? Nope, I'm good. Pass. That's not a reward for me.
you're having fun, you're chilling.
You're having... am I having fun? Am I having like a platformer? My most hated game genre? It gets funner.
Before today.
Yeah. I don't know how this is going to get funner, Melon. There's not a single tit or ass in sight. All I just see is snakes and fucking lizards and things that just want to kill me.
Before you heard this.
Mead? You're gonna make me mead, huh? And how are you going to get that to me? We still haven't even figured that out. That should be easy. What are you gonna do? You're gonna smuggle it to me? Local brewery and ship it. Okay. If you can figure out how that works, I would consider it. Depending on the game. Because we talked about this before, and it was free. And now you're making me work for it. But I'll consider it depending on the game.
Huh.
Sample? Okay. Okay.
So limit how much damage I can do to her on each thing that she's doing? That's bullshit.
Haha.
No. Well, I thought I was gonna be able to just get all my documents done, but then I realized that I am
Those
ahead
actually
of the
count as
game,
ceilings?
and they haven't sent documents to me yet. So,
What?
you know, when you're first starting a new job, they ask you to do all these document signing and everything prior to starting. Well, I've done everything that I could until now, and I don't have like the other documents that were for the other steps. I've done all the super time sensitive stuff. Ooh. Ooh, a digital photo, so to be sent of myself to be used for my work badge, if applicable. Well, this is a remote job.
What would my game be, Melon? What genre would it be?
Oh, God. I think if you were going to do the Melon games, Melon, like continuing it, I feel like you'd need to play more towards the games that people would like in order to be able to make them want to play. So, like, a lot of people don't like the platformers in this server.
Cody does.
Probably would. Cody does. Cody's like the one
Jeremy
exception.
is okay with it. He's a Hollow Knight fan after all.
Okay.
I like Hollow Knight more for the action than the platforming, but
no. I think Bradley's okay with it as long as it's a reasonable game.
Yeah, I think you would have to learn more about people than just to figure out what you'd want. Because I've been recommending myself to do Momodiora. I have it. You've been ignoring me. My request.
Please, Melon. No.
Please. I volunteer myself as tribute.
Your card
Melon.
got denied.
I know. Start date. Copy. Oops. Yep.
Oh.
I mean, it's fine, Melon. You can look online too, or ask people, or look in their Steam library for any games that they haven't played, like Momodiora, but they have. Or, you know, just look online for things.
Well, we'll see about where
you get underneath her on the opposite side.
But yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna make a phone call, so I'll be back.
Okay. Ugh.
Nope, she'll go straight to my direction. Okay. I probably need to start on that side and make my way over.
Oh.
I got hit by that? I feel like that was too far behind me.
I I don't think you have anything I would want, Melon. I think that's the problem. With the Melon challenges, you have nothing of value to me. Feel bad. Nope, no guilt tripping. Nope, no guilt tripping allowed. Bad Melon.
How the fuck am I
Especially
supposed to
using
deal with
nitro.
that?
You got to think, what would Colton want? What would Jeremy want? What would Haley want? Plus, you could also just like look up.
I should have popped once.
Yeah, you could also just look up like, there's YouTube game show things all the time. They're easier challenges, way easier. But that could be an option. Drumsy. That's not how you spell it. Huh.
It feels like it's a little further behind me than I guess it actually is. I'm already off to a bad start. Really?
That is you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's you right now. Real time.
So
Yeah,
difficult with a fire on the ground.
I would agree. I have a feeling Jeremy's not going to have enough time to finish this game, so he might be the last one just due to his scheduling. Ooh, that was a quick one. Oh, if you get hit, just go into the tentacle. You got iframes. Go to the other side.
Okay, in order to be able, like, I wouldn't be able to get hit right now. I have to do a perfect run of this part.
Yeah, I get it. But when you get to the tentacle, you see the fire on the very far right. Try to bum rush that corner as quickly as you can. Then jump last second. You probably have just enough time. You probably only have like just enough time to be able to dodge that.
So you're saying just come all over here?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my
no,
gosh!
You jumped too early. Jeez, that was quick.
It goes so fast if you're all the way over there. That's why I don't think it's possible.
Okay, maybe it starts where you are positioned, so hold the very far left corner instead.
I can't go all the way left. It'll insta kill me. I have to be like a little bit to the right of her.
Okay. That's crazy though. What?
Yeah, you can duck it apparently.
Oh, you get iframes? Oh, interesting.
No, you don't get iframes. I think you just are underneath it.
Whoa. Oh, I think you're not close enough. Oh. Actually, you would have lived if you could have got to that last thing in time.
Yeah, but it looks deceptive, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It looks pretty bullshit, not gonna lie. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Double jump to. Oh, you got it. Nice. Rocks.
Oh my gosh.
That's
I've only dealt with the rocks like once, so I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's so painful. And she goes into that before she's even halfway dead.
It looks pretty rough, yeah. Me boy. Whew, bit of a bullet hell.
Yeah. And then, after doing so much damage, they get invulnerability for that phase. Another thing I think is dumb. Won't let me bum rusher.
If they damage you enough. Oh no! After I see. Interesting.
Yeah, I can only do like 24 damage or something in one phase.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm ready to take a break from this.
Fair enough.